Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks very much for giving us your time this morning. My name is Danny Watkins. I am the CEO and founder of Market EarlyBird. What is EarlyBird? EarlyBird is Twitter for banks, or to be a little bit more specific, it's professional, read-only, fully compliant Twitter for banks. And let's just go through those. So professional, it's aimed absolutely at regulated financial services professionals, and what we're all about is enabling you to get real value out of Twitter. So let's just get the screen up as we go through the rest of those. Read-only. So it's not for your social media marketing people, it's absolutely for traders and analysts. And that read-only nature of just bringing the tweets in and protecting you against all those other risks of Twitter is what makes us fully compliant. And it's also fully recorded and everything else, so compliance absolutely loves it. And finally, it's for banks, and banks have got a lot on their plate, so they don't need another IT headache. It's fully, no installation, it's fully cloud serviced. No firewall changes or anything like that. So let's dive in and start having a look at what we do. So Twitter, as well as those risks, Twitter represents a huge challenge for people that try and use it professionally in actually trying to find those really valuable tweets that are going to provide value to your business. And the main reason is if we were just to take ordinary Twitter, the way that Twitter's laid out, as you know, it's just a chronological feed. I could spend 10 minutes reading through these, and I'd only get down the last 5 minutes of tweets. I'm not going to find anything useful. And the reason is, the way Twitter is laid out, everybody shouts at once. So we do some really clever things, and we do some really simple things. Let's start with some of the simple things we do to make it easier. One of the first things we do is we simply enable you to say, I don't want everybody shouting at once. I just want to look at what one person said. So we can't start really with anybody except Donald, can we? So we'll go in and see what he's said overnight. And that takes us straight to one of the first things about this. So you can see that some of the tweets at the top are bolded, the rest are dimmed. That tells me these are the ones I haven't read since last time I went in there. These are the new tweets. So that helps. Another thing we can do is just go out a little bit more in our kind of organization. We can organize those into folders so you can go in and see your FX stuff. Now, this is quite good. As well as organizing your feeds by sort of priority and so on and into these folders, you can also actually start to organize the tweets. Now, you've seen that one of these has come up red. What we do is we look at all of the accounts that you follow and we build a retweet signature, an engagement signature across that, not only of how many retweets they typically get, but how fast and who's doing that retweeting. So as soon as tweets start to move outside of that envelope, we can see that that's something that 300 million people on Twitter, they react very, very quickly. So as soon as one that comes out, within seconds, we can see that out of all the tweets, this is the one that's going to go viral. This is the one that people are going to be talking about in 10 minutes. So we can help you to really sort of focus down on the tweets that really are going to make the difference. So we've looked at organizing your feeds. We looked at starting to prioritize some of those tweets. But I said that we do some simple things and some clever things. We then start getting really clever. As well as taking that engagement analysis and looking at the individual tweets, we can also look at all of the people that are, let's say you want to follow something like Apple or something like Brexit more recently, or the election. We look at all of the stuff that's coming in from there. We apply that engagement analysis. We also apply reputation analysis, not only reputation across social media as a whole, but reputation within the particular area that we're interested in, like finance or politics. And then we do some really clever stuff. We then start to read those tweets and actually, through artificial intelligence, identify which ones are going to be the ones that are financially relevant. So that enables us to do things like this, to go into somewhere like Apple, and rather than just having a huge mass of tweets about apple cider vinegar or people just talking about having bought an iPad or something, we're actually able to focus that down by financial relevance onto those tweets that really make a difference. So that's what we do. This is just one of a range of tools that we've got. We're able to do some really clever things beyond this. Our application works on mobile, for example. We've got team sharing features. So if somebody's out, they're able to spot a tweet that really makes a difference, save it on the mobile, it's there in their tool when they come back, or blast it across their team. And this is just one of our tools. Thank you very much. So that's So that's EarlyBird. So what we do, just in that one tool, for example, we stop everybody shouting at once. We really make sure that you're able to get to the value of Twitter. We enable you to organize your follows, organize your priority feeds, get notifications. And we start to do that really clever stuff as well, of not only seeing tweets as a flat structure, but seeing tweets for the actual value that they provide. EarlyBird's more than just about these tools, though. We've really developed expertise in how to get the value out of Twitter so that your traders and analysts can really get that value. Other stuff that we do includes, for example, if somebody comes to us from particular areas such as pharmaceuticals, we can really make sure that they're following the kind of information that they need to. We've also got back-end tools for compliance, enterprise search management, and when it comes to those major events like Brexit or the elections and so on, we really come into our own there as well. So that's it. Trump has thrown a huge curveball, actually, into financial services with Twitter, because a little while ago, compliance had the upper hand, and they recognized the huge risks, and there are real huge risks in Twitter. If you want to support the next financial scandal, give them Twitter with its person-to-person secret communication channel, and let's see what happens there. But there's really no need to take that risk, and it is a huge risk. EarlyBird is priced very economically. It can roll out extremely quickly, no installation, no firewall changes or anything like that. So if you're in that position of risk, or if you're in that position of really not getting the maximum value from Twitter that you could do, please come and talk to us. Thank you very much indeed for your time.